Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got the pivotal Game 5 of this 1909 World Series. This World Series is tied up at 2 games apiece. We travel to Pittsburgh for game number 5. And let's take a look at the starting lineup for this game. And we got leading off for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Playing left field, Davy Jones. Batting second, playing short, Donnie Bush. Batting third, playing right field, Ty Cobb. Batting fourth, playing center field, Sam Crawford. Batting fifth, playing second base is Jim Delaney. Batting sixth, playing third base is George Moriarty. Batting seventh, playing first base is Tom Jones. Batting eighth, doing the catching is Oscar Strange, and batting ninth, doing the pitching is Ed Summers. As Aaron Reed joins us here today, leading off for the hometown Pittsburgh Pirates is third baseman Bobby Byrne. Batting second, playing center field, Tommy Leach. Batting third, playing left field is Fred Clark. Batting fourth, playing shortstop is Hornis Wagner. Batting fifth, playing second base is Dots Miller. Batting fifth, playing first base is Bill Abstein. Batting seventh, playing right field is Owen Wilson. Batting eighth, doing the catching is George Gibson. And batting ninth on the mound is Babe Adams. Let's see who's going to win this pivotal game here. And like I said, Davy Jones leading it off here for the Tigers, batting 250. It's got a RBI in this World Series. This is Babe Adams' second appearance. He went 7 innings, picked up the win in game number 1. 4 hits, 3 runs, walked 1, struck out 4 for 3. Take a trip around the ballpark here. And here's the 1-2 pitch to Davy Jones. Get the lead off batter board with a single. And that's going to bring up to the 200 in the series. Jones down at first, nobody out. And here's the first pitch to Bush. And there goes Jones down the second, and he's in there with a stolen base. So the Tigers got a runner in scoring position and nobody out for Bush. And here's the 0-2 pitch to Bush, short. The runner's got nice heads up play by Hornis Wagner. Hey, it's the Monkeys. Yeah, you got the Monkeys and you got Tom Jones. It's not unusual to be loved by you on the same team. The Jones boys are well represented in Detroit. Now you got Ty Cobb up with a runner down at first and 1 out. That runner's Donnie Bush. Like I say, nice play by Wagner down there at short. Bush lifts this ball up into the air in the right field. How far is this one going to travel? Forget about it, Pittsburgh, and just like that, the Tigers take a 2-0 lead. As this is a terrible camera view, we'll do a replay here. That ball was launched into right field. That's Ty Cobb's second homer of this World Series. And makes it 2-0 Detroit as Ken Castro joins us here. Yeah, all they need is George Jones is right. So just like that, it's 2-0. Babe Adams getting beat around here in the first inning. That brings up Sam Crawford. Sam Crawford is hitting the ball well in this series. He has batting 480, 467, 4 homers, 8 RBIs. If you watch game number 4, Sam Crawford had 2 homers in that game. So this is what the Pirates want to see him up with nobody on. That's for sure. And that ball's hit into deep center field. And that ball is out of here. Back-to-back jacks, folks, makes it 3-0 Detroit. Babe Adams is getting lit up like a Christmas tree. As again, another great camera view. Take a look at this on replay. Sam Crawford with his 5th home run of the World Series. And quickly, it's 3-0 Detroit in this pivotal game 5. Brings up Jim Delaney. He's batting 429. He's got an RBI in this World Series. Can Babe settle down here after the back-to-back home runs? And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. That one's over the head. They are crushing the ball here today. Delaney down at second. And that'll be a stand-up double for Jim. Just like that, the Tigers got another runner in scoring position. Yeah, back-to-back in 09 is crazy, ain't it, Ken? George Moriarty's up now. George is batting 133. He's only 2 for 15. Babe Adams needs an out in the worst way here with back-to-back homers and a double. Here's the pitch to Moriarty. And that's a ground ball. And now all of a sudden we're getting terrible views here. So we'll have to do another replay. This is getting aggravating. Seeing the back of somebody's head sure ain't what you want. It's a ground ball down the short, over to first for out number 2. Runner gets down the third with 2 outs. And up to the plate steps the old Tom Jones. He's only batting .077, 1 for 13. That's quite unusual. And here's the full count to Jones. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. Well, we won't know because we couldn't see it. And no, it was called out there by Mr. Lynch for out number 3. But the Tigers score 3. We go to the bottom of the first. Clark and Bobby Byrne is struggling, batting .059. He's 1 for 17. This is Ed Summers' second game of the series. He's 1-0. He pitched 6 innings, gave up 8 hits, 4 runs, walked 1, struck out 6. Has a 6 ERA. See if Bobby can get aboard here as the Tigers have a 3-0 lead. The Pirates need some base runners. Here's the full count to Bobby. He makes contact. That ball is down the second. Over to front. 1 up and 1 down here for the Pirates. Brings up Tommy Leach. Leach is batting .200 in the series. See if Tommy can get aboard here for the big boys. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That ball is lifted into foul territory. That'll be out number 2. Quick 2 outs. And up to the plate now steps Mr. Fred Clark. Clark's batting .250 in the series. 2 outs and nobody on. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Clark. And that's going to be a ball 4. Clark walks on down to first. So now you got a base runner up for the man, Horner Wagner. Hornus Wagner is trying to carry these Pirates, folks. Batting .533. He's got 1 homer and 3 RBIs. Clark down at first. Can Wagner get the Pirates on the board and get them back in this game quickly? Here's the pitch to Wagner. Clark's off and running. He'll be safe down there at second. And that is Fred's third stolen base of the series. He gets in scoring position now for Hornus Wagner. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Wagner. Wagner's going to hit this ball in the right field. And that ball is high, that ball is far, and that ball is going, folks. Hornus Wagner makes this a 1-run ball game. Hornus Wagner with his second home run of this World Series. Let's take a look at this. That ball went 440 feet into the sky, and Wagner makes it a 1-run ball game. Just like that. It's 3-2 Tigers. Yeah, does stick with you, doesn't it, Ken? So all this happening with 2 outs. Clark gets aboard, and then Hornus Wagner with the 2-run shot brings up Miller. Miller's struggling in this World Series. He's batting .133. He's 2 for 15. He does have a 2-run homer, though. Here's the pitch to Miller. 1-2 count. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. And that ball is back. That ball is far. And that will be called out there. And we're getting terrible camera views for out number 3. But Hornus Wagner's 2-run homer makes it a 3-2 ball game as we go to the top of the second. Strange, Summers, and Jones is due up. And Oscar is batting .333 with 2 RBIs. Ken Castro puts up the old mitt. What's called Ken? Ken wants to manage one of these teams. He's more than welcome to do so. And Strange now with the pitch. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And he strikes him out. And maybe that Babe has settled down after that rough first inning. And doing a pitch hit already. This is crazy, folks. They are pitch hitting already. And this is 1909. Don't understand this philosophy. He gave up one shot, and Charlie O'Leary's coming off the bench. This is a crazy damn game. O'Leary's batting .333 with 2 RBIs, but I don't believe you take him out after 1 inning. Unbelievable. That's going to be a base hit. Up, no, nice play down there at second. Takes the hit away. Dot Miller, nice diving catch. Takes a hit away from O'Leary. Nice diving catch. That brings up Davy Jones. Jones started this game off with a single. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Jones. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. And Crawford should have that with no problem. And that'll be out number 3, rather, and that ends the inning. Tigers go down in order. We go to the bottom of the second. It's a 3-2 game. And Kid Spire comes out to pitch. Let's look at the box score here. See if it tells you how many pitches he threw in that first inning. I just don't understand taking Owed Summers out. He threw 25 pitches in that inning. Just don't get it. Just don't get it. But Kid Spire comes on now here in relief. We'll need to have him eat up some innings here. You got Aspen, Wilson, and Gibson due up. Way overdue. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Bill. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. That'll be out number 1 as Cobb makes the catch. And up to the plate now is Mr. Wilson. Wilson's having a fine World Series. Batting .333, 1 homer and 5 RBIs. As Tim D joins us. And I'll put the old Bosch on Wilson as he swings and misses. We're out number 2. And that'll bring up George Gibson batting .222 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Gibson. And Gibson hits that ball down the short over the first for out number 3. And the Pirates go down 1-2-3. To the top of the third we go. A 1-run ball game. You got Bush, Cobb, and Crawford due up here. Bush is 0 for 1 today. Here's the full count to Bush. And he walks him, folks. A guy batting a .188 gets a free pass down the first. And that brings up Todd Cobb, who had a 2-run homer his first time up. And that was his second and third RBIs of this World Series. Here's pitch to Cobb, 2-1 count. And off to the races goes Bush. And he's going to be in there safely with a stolen base. So now you got a runner in scoring position and nobody out. That was Bush's first stolen base. Here's the 3-1-3-2 pitch to Cobb. And Cobb hits that ball down the third. They go back over to, they go down the first and get the out. Chase Bush back to second. And these camera angles are starting to piss me off. And Crawford's up now. This is not who you want. The Pirates may think about walking him, setting up the double play, and pitching to Jim Delaney, who is having a damn good World Series of his own, but he only has 1 RBI compared to Sam Crawford's 9. Crawford had a solo homer his first time up. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Crawford. That's going to be a ground ball down the short. The runner will get over to third. Let's see what this is. What's going on here? See if I can fix this. Let's see. We're not going to follow. We're getting rid of this. Follow the ball, but we'll get rid of that. See if that helps out with these camera angles. Jim Delaney up now with 2 outs and a runner down at third. Like I say, Delaney's having a great World Series. He's 1 for 1 today, 467. So the Pirates ain't out of the trouble yet. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Delaney, and that hits him. Saying it didn't hit him. Said Gibson made a nice stop. I thought for sure that ball hit him. Let's take a look at this. Looked like it squared him up in the legs. Now he got the foot out of the way. Nice job by Delaney. I thought for sure it hit him. So here's the 2-0 pitch to Delaney. That's a ground ball down the third. That should be out number 3. And the Pirates get out of the mess with nobody scoring. We go to the bottom of the third. It's still a 3-2 ball game. You got Adams, Byrne, and Leach due up. And Babe has hit a home run in the first game of this World Series, if you recall. He's batting .500. He's 1 for 2 with that 3-run homer. So you can't root one here to the Babe. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Let's see if he can take advantage of it. And they don't pitch to the Babe. And that's not Babe Ruth. This is Babe Adams, folks. He gets a base on balls. And that gets the tying run down at first. And Bobby Byrne up now. He is struggling big time in this series. 0 for 1 today. See if he lays down a bunt here. And Babe Adams is off and running. The throw down the second. And Babe Adams trying to do it all here today, folks. pitching, batting, and running. That's a stolen base for Babe. He gets in the scoring position for Bobby Byrne. And here's the 2-2 kit on the Burns. And that's going to be lifted in the left field. That should be out number 1. The runner will stay put because a single should score Adams. That brings up Tommy Leach. Leach is 0 for 1 today. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Tom. And that ball is hit in the center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Adams is rounding third, headed for home. And he's going to be in there safely. And this ball game is tied up at 3 apiece. Nice job by Tommy Leach. Yeah, it is bizarre, isn't it, Ken? It is a very strange game here today in Detroit City. Fred Clark at the plate now. Clark walked his first time up and stole a base. Came around to score on the double by Hornus Wagner. That ball is popped up a country mile. That'll be out number 2 as Moriarty makes the catch. That brings up Hornus Wagner now. He is 1 for 1 with a 2 RBI homer his first time up. Tommy Leach down at first on the 2-1 pitch. Can Hornus do it again here? That's going to be driven into the gap in left field. And that ball is out of here. Back-to-back jacks by Hornus Wagner gives the Pirates a 5-3 lead here. Hornus Wagner with his 3rd home run of the World Series. And these Pirates down 3-0 come back to unanswered runs to take a 5-3 lead. Take a look at this again. The ball is flying out of Detroit City today. .444-foot home run, no doubt about it. These guys aren't hitting these wall huggers. These guys are hitting just like the graphic says, moonshots, man. No doubt about it. So the Pirates take a 2-run lead here. 2 outs and Miller up to the plate. Miller's 0 for 1 today. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Miller. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. And with 2 outs, the Pirates trying to add to this 5-3 lead. And up to the plate is Bill Abstein. Bill's struggling big time, 1 for 16, 0 for 1 today. Miller down at first. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Bill, and he looks at the ball, and there goes Miller down second. It gets in scoring position. So Bill takes a strike. So can Bill deliver here and make this a 6-3 lead? Here's the 2-1 pitch to him. And that ball is fisted into center field, and that'll be out number 3. But the Pirates take a 5-3 lead. 2 of them coming off the Hornus Wagner homer. We go to the top of the 4th. The Tigers trailing by 2. We got Moriarty, Jones, and Strange due up here against Babe Adams. And Moriarty is 0 for 1 today. Here's the 1-2 pitch to George. That ball's hit down the short, over to first for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down here. And that brings up Tom Jones. And Tom's 0 for 1 today. Here's a 2-0 pitch to Jones. And that's a ground ball down the first. And Bill takes it himself for out number 2. 2 quick outs here. It looks like Babe might have settled down after that rocky first inning. Here comes Oscar Strange. He's 0 for 1 today. 1-0 pitch to Oscar. That's going to be a 1-2-3 inning as Babe Adams sets them down in order. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's still a 2-run lead for the Pirates. And we'll have the bottom part of the order due up here. Wilson, Gibson, and Adams. And Wilson's 0 for 1 today. Here's the full count to Owen. And he hits this ball in the left field. That'll be a lead-off hit. Wilson's aboard here with nobody out. And that brings up George Gibson now. Gibson's 0 for 1. Let's see if Gibson tries to lay down a bunt and get him in scoring position. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He's swinging away, folks. Ball's hit down the short. They're going over to second for 1, over to first for 2. That's your old 6-4-3 double play. And that brings up Babe Adams up with nobody on. And 2 outs. The Babe walked his first time up. Here's the first pitch to Adams. And that's going to be hit in the left field. That'll be out number 3. There's nowhere. As we go to the top of the 5th, it's still 5-3 Pittsburgh. You're going to have a pitch hitter for, the pitcher, then Davy Jones and Bush. Ed Killen's up. This is Ed's first plate appearance of the World Series. Here's the full count to him. And Ed hits that ball down the first base. That'll be out number 1. To the top of the order we go, and Jones. Jones is 1 for 2 today. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Davy. And that ball is outside for ball 4. So Jones is on with a 1-out walk. And Donnie Bush is up. He's 0 for 1 today. Here's the 3-1 pitch to him. And that ball is in the left field. That ball is pretty deep, but not deep enough. It stays in the park. Clark makes the catch for out number 2. That brings up Ty Cobb. Cobb is 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer today. He could tie this game up. Here's the full count to Cobb. And that's going to be a ground ball past the third baseman in the left field. And that's going to be a double, and the runner's coming in to score, folks, and not even a throw. And that's a 5-4 lead now. Surprised they didn't throw home there. Let's take a look at that. They threw it in the second. Gets right through the wicket. Like I say, and he throws the ball in the second instead of trying to get the runner at home. Surprise, it's a 1-run game. Cobb's out there at second in scoring position with 2 outs. And here's the man I'd walk. I would not let Sam Crawford tie this game up or maybe even take the lead. Sam's 1 for with a solo homer. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Crawford. That ball's in the dirt. And that's going to put Cobb down at third, 90 feet away now. And I definitely, with 2 balls and no strikes on Crawford, give him the free pass. Here's the 3-1 pitch. And that ball is hit high. That ball is hit far. And that ball is out of here, folks. Just look at it. Oh, it's a double. I thought that ball was going. This ball game is tied up. I would not have pitched to Sam Crawford. Would not have pitched to Sam Crawford. Somebody else is going to have to beat me. I know Delaney's having a hell of a World Series, but he's going to would have to be the man. Now you got Crawford down there. We'll take another look at this. So I thought that ball was out of here. So Cobb down at second with 2 outs and a new pitcher comes in. Sam Crook comes in out of the bullpen. He's 0-1 in this World Series. He's pitched 2 innings, given up 5 hits, 2 runs with a 9 ERA. He'll be facing Jim Delaney here. Jim's 1 for 2 today, batting .438 in the series. Here's the 0-1 pitch to him. And that's going to be a pop-up on the infield. And that'll end the inning. But the Tigers score 2 in the top of the 5th and tie this ball game up at 5 apiece. To the bottom of the fifth we go. Top of the order due up here against Ed Killen, the new pitcher for the Tigers. And Burns batting 0 for 2 today. Can Bobby get aboard here? Here's the 2-2 pitch to Bobby. That's going to be a ground ball down the short over the first for out number 1. And up to the plate now is Tommy Leach. And he's 1 for 2 today with an RBI. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Leach. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3 for out number 2. 2 quick outs here. Let's see if Fred Clark can get aboard here. He's 0 for 1 today. Here's the pitch to Clark. And that's a ground ball down the first. Over to the pitcher covering. That's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the 6th, still knotted up at 5 apiece. You got Moriarty, Jones, and Strange due up here against Sam Frook. Moriarty is 0 for 2 today. That's going to be a ground ball down the short. Over to first for out number 1. Nice play by Hornus Wagner down there. Brings up Tom Jones. Jones is 0 for 2 today. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Jones. And that's going to be a fly ball out the center field. And that'll be called out there by Tommy Leach for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down for Strange. Strange is 0 for 2 today. Here's the pitch to Oscar. And Oscar hits that ball in the center field. Nice run catch by Tommy Leach. That'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th for the Pirates. They'll have Wagner, Miller, and Abstein due up. Hornus Wagner's 2 for 2 with 2 2-run homers today, folks. Can he be the first man in World Series history to get 3 homers in 1 game? Here's the 2-2 pitch. That ball is driven in the center field for a base hit. Wagner's 3 for 3. So the time go-ahead runs down at first. Let's see if Wagner stays put for long. He should be off to the races. And Dot Miller's up now. And Miller's 1 for 2 today. Here's the full count to him. And that's taken for ball 4. And just like that, the go-ahead runs in scoring position. And an assurance run down at first. And up to the plate stands Bill Abstein. He's 0 for 2 today. I'd be laying down a bunt here if I was them, getting both runners into scoring position. Bill swinging away, drives that ball into center field, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. The runners had to hold up to make sure. That's going to load the bases everywhere you look. There's a Pirate. Nobody out. That's going to force the Tigers to bring in the infield. Wagner at third, Miller at second, Abstein at first. And here's the man, Owen Wilson's having a fine World Series. He's 1-2 today, batting .357 with a homer and 5 RBIs in this series. Can he light this scoreboard up here? Here's the 0-1 pitch to Wilson. And that ball is shot into center field. That ball is in there for a double. How many runs is going to score, folks? 1 run's in, 2 runs are in. 7-5 game. Mr. Wilson with a 2 RBI double gives the Pirates a 7-5 lead. Still nobody out. Second and third for George Gibson. Again, the Tigers got to bring the infield in. Gibson's 0 for 2 today. A base hit here might score 2 and give them a 4-run lead. Here's the 1-0 pitch to George. And that ball's hit down on the third. The runners will hold. He'll fire over to first for out number 1. 1 out now. And up to the plate stands. We'll have a pitch hitter. Oh, Ed's coming off the bench. He is 2 for 3 in this. He's batting .667. Again, Tigers keeping the infield in. Can Ed deliver here on the 1-2 pitch? And that's a big strikeout. Now there's 2 outs and runners still at second and third. And Bobby Byrne, if this is the time to get your second base hit, you can't pick a better time. Bobby Byrne 1 for 20 in this World Series, folks. Here's the pitch to him, the 1-0 count. And Bobby delivered here. And that ball makes it through in the left field. That's going to score 2 runs. And it's 9-5. Bobby Byrne delivers with a 2-run single. How about that, folks? So Bobby Burns gets a base hit. Is only his second hit of the series. And the Pirates have scored 4 here in the bottom of the second. And a new pitcher comes on the mound, Ralph Works. He's pitched 2 innings, given up 2 hits, 1 run. He's walked 3, struck out 2 with a 4.5 ERA. He'll be facing Tommy Leach here with 2 outs and Burns in here. Here's the first pitch. The Tommy, he's swinging away. He drives this ball in the right field. It's going to drop in for a hit. And it's going to be first and third. And now what happened there? Did they get Did they get the runner out at third? I didn't see that. Let's take a look here, folks. Let's take a look here. Must have got the runner out at third. Ball was driven into left field. Drops in for a hit. Crawford up and throwing. And they get the runner out at third. But the Pirates score 4 and take a 9-5 lead here into the top of the 7th. And Howie's going to come out here and pitch. Howie started game number 2. He got the win in game number 2. He went 6 2/3 innings, gave up 7 hits, 2 runs, walked 3, and struck out 5. He'll be facing Ralph Works, who just came on the pitch, Davy Jones, and Bush. This is Ralph's first plate appearance of the series. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Ralph. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right. And Wilson makes the catch for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down here in the 7th. Back to the top of the order in Jones, who's 1 for 2 today. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Dave. And that was a wicked curve ball. That's strike number 3. That's 2 quick outs here. And it'll bring up Donnie Bush. He's 0 for 2 today. Now he's cruising through this 7th inning so far. And that's going to be a base on balls. I just put the kibosh on Howie. So now you got a runner down at first. Ty Cobb at the plate. Cobb is 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs and a homer this game. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Cobb. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Cobb out. The Tigers strand 1. We go to the 7th inning stretch. It's 9-5. Yeah, exactly, Aaron. Old Dolly would be proud. 9-5. And you got Works on the mound. Can't get it any better than that. You got Clark, Wagner, and Miller due up here in the bottom of the 7th. Pirates would like to add some insurance runs to this 4-run lead. Clark is 0 for 2 today. Here's the full pit count to Fred. And that's going to be taken for ball number 4. So Fred walks on down the first, and here comes the man of the game. 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs, 2 homers, and a double. Hornus Wagner. Brad Clark standing down there at first. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Hornus. And off to the races goes Clark. And he's going to be in there with a stolen base. These Pirates are being aggressive with a 4-run lead. They can see how quick it can evaporate here today. This ball is flying around here in Detroit. So here's the 2-1 pitch to Wagner. A base hit probably scores Fred. And that ball is hit in the center field. It's going to drop in. And here comes the throw to the plate. And he saved Hornus Wagner with an RBI single. Makes it 10-5, good buddy. And the Pirates are trying to pile it on. See if Hornus Wagner stays put down at first. Wagner's got 3 stolen bases. Clark's got 4. See if he can tie Clark here and get his 4th stolen base. And that's a swing and a miss for out number 2. I'd definitely be sending Hornus now with 2 outs, 1 out rather, and Bill up. Bill got that key base hit. He's 1 for 3 today. That's going to be a ground ball up the middle. And the only play will be nowhere. He holds on to the ball. Bill with his 2nd hit of the game. And it's 1st and 2nd for these Pirates. Making some more noise here in 7th. 1 run already in. And here comes Mr. Wilson. He's 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. He got a 2 RBI double his last time up. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Wilson. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. And that's going to load the bases up with 1 out. The Pirates trying to add to this 10-5 lead. And George Gibson's going to come up to the plate. Gibson's 0 for 3 today. Everywhere you look, there's a Pirate. Wagner, Opstein, and Wilson going around from 3rd to 1st. And Gibson at the plate. Ralph Work with the 0-2 pitch to Gibson. Gibson makes contact, hits that ball down to 3rd. He steps on 3rd, fires over to 1st, and that'll be a inning double and take a 5-run lead into the top of the 8th. We'll have Crawford, Delaney, and Moriarty due up here against Howie. Crawford is 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a homer in this game. This is when the Pirates want to see bases empty, nobody on here. And that's going to be a ground ball up the middle for a base hit. Crawford continues to be a hitting machine. Gets the leadoff batter aboard here for the Tigers. They need base runners. Jim Delaney's 1 for 3 to get day. Crawford with great speed down there at first. See if he stays put, even down by 5. Here's the full count. That's a big swing and a miss. Runner off and stealing. He'll steal 2nd. Now there's 1 out with a runner down at 2nd. And up to the plate steps Moriarty. He's 0 for 3. Crawford in scoring position now. Here's a 3-0 pitch. And that ball is taken for ball 4. You don't want to do that here. So Howie walks the runner at her, and that's going to bring Gene Moore in. Oh, Moore came in. I didn't know Moore came in and walked him. So Gene Moore came in and walked Moriarty. Now you got Tom Jones up. This is Moore's first appearance in this World Series. Now he's got 1st and 2nd and 1 out for Tom Jones. Jones 0 for 3. Can he get a key base hit here? That ball is popped up just on the dirt for out number 2. Wagner makes the catch. Yeah, exactly, Tim D. A big difference in game number 5 and game number 4. Oscar's up now. He's 0 for 3. See if Moore can get out of this mess with nobody scoring. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Oscar. That's hit down the short. He'll go the short way over to 2nd. Throws that ball away. Everybody's safe, folks. First error of the ball game. And it keeps the inning alive here for these Tigers. You don't want to give them extra outs. And here comes Ralph Works. They're going to let him bat, folks. He's 0 for 1. Bases juice. Can he help his own cause? Here's the 1-2 pitch to Ralph. And he swings and misses. And the Tigers lead the bases loaded. Unbelievable. When we go to the bottom of the 8th, it's still a 5-run game. Cam Hewitt's going to come off the bench and pitch hit. followed by Byrne and Leach. The Pirates not giving up yet. They want to add some more runs here. Ham Hewitt is 0 for 2 in the series. Here's the 1-2 pitch to him as Worth throws it in and strikes him out. 1 up and 1 down. To the top we go. Burns had that big 2 RBI single, doubled his pleasure in hits with 2 in this series, got his batting average up to .095. See if this gets Bobby started and he starts hitting some. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Ralph. He drives that ball in the right field, and that's going to drop in, and that's going to roll to the wall, and all of a sudden, Bobby Burns is a hitting machine. He's down there at second with a 1-out double. Bobby starts getting on base for these big boys. Watch out. Tommy Leach is up now. He's 2 for 4 with an RBI today. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Tommy. And that ball is fisted into center field. That'll drop in for a hit. And we got first and third now and 1 out. And up to the plate now is Fred Clark. Clark is 0 for 2. See if Fred can get something in here and make this a 6-run ball game. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Clark. And that's a ground ball down the short over to second. That'll be the only out they get. Another run scores. It's 11-5. And here's Honus Wagner, a perfect 4 for 4 today, folks. 2 homers, 5 RBIs, batting .632 with 8 RBIs and 3 homers in this World Series. Here's the pitch to Honus. He's first pitch swinging, folks. He ain't wasting no time. And that ball is driven into center field. And that'll be called out there by Crawford for out number 3. But the Pirates get another run, take a 6-run lead into the top of the 9th. And Bill Powell comes out. He has pitched 1 inning in this World Series and struck out 1, trying to get the last 3 outs. Up by 6. He's got the Jones is a 1 for 3. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Davey. And that ball is hit down the short. Over to first. Wagner goes with it for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down. And that brings up Bush. Bush is 0 for 2 today. And Donnie here. These Tigers need base runners. The 1-2 pitch, he swings and misses. And Tigers are down to their last out, and it's Ty Cobb. Cobb's batting 2 for 4 today with a homer and 3 RBIs, but he's getting outshined by Honus Wagner. Wagner with a perfect 4 for 4 day today. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Cobb. And they strike Cobb out to end the game. The Pirates take the pivotal Game 5, lead this series 3-2, and 11-5 victory. Take a look here at the box score. What a wild and crazy game. Tigers get out to a 3-0 lead, blow it, and lose 11-5. The Pirates 11 runs and no errors. You had Cobb 2 for 5 with a homer and 3 RBIs. Crawford 3 for 4 with a homer and a double and 2 RBIs. So there's 2 Cobb and Crawford trying to carry these Tigers. And out of the 7 hits, those guys had 5 out of the 7 hits. They was pitching to them. I would have walked Crawford a couple of times. And then for the Pirates, you had the top of the order. Look at that. Bobby Byrne, 2 for 5. Leach, 3 for 5. Honus Wagner with 2 homers, went 4 for 5. Drove in 5 runs. Bill Abstein finally started hitting, went 2 for 4. And Mr. Wilson keeps up his great hitting performance, goes 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Now, the pitching stats ain't much to look at. Ed Summers, I don't understand why they pulled the hook so quick on Ed. Pitched 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, gave up 2 runs, walked 1, and did give up the homer, but still the Hornets Wagner. Kidspire comes in and pitches 2 innings, gets lit up, 4 hits, 3 runs, walked one, struck out one, and gave up a homer. And that Ed Killen, he got killed. Killen got killed. 2 2/3, 4 hits, 4 runs, walked one, struck out two, and he gets the loss. Ralph Works comes in, pitches 2 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, walked one, struck out two, and Ed Hewitt comes in, pitches a third of an inning, and that was it for the Tigers and for the Pirates. Babe Adams goes 4 2/3, 6 hits, 5 runs, walked two, struck out up 2 homers, and Sam Frook gets the win. He goes to 1-1, pitches a 1 1/3 inning. Howie comes in, pitches an inning and a third, 1 hit, 1 walk, struck out 3. Moore goes 2/3 of an inning, walks one, strikes out one. Powell comes in and gets the final 3 out, strikes out 2. And the Pirates win game 5, 11-5, folks. Let's take a look at the next matchup in game number 6. You got Vic Wells going for the Pirates back to Detroit, and George Mullen will be on the mound for the Tigers. Trying to stay alive in this World Series. The Tigers trying to force game number 7. The Pirates trying to wrap it up. I want to thank Tim D, Aaron Reed, Ken Castro for stopping in today. What a wild and crazy game. Balls was flying out of Detroit, that's for sure. I want to thank you all. Hit that bell for reminders, and you're on your way out of Pittsburgh heading to Detroit. Till next time, you all have a great day and take